feeling?
Howdy do. So the Atari 50th Anniversary Collection is coming up soon, and to be completely honest, I got kinda tired of waiting for it, so we're gonna do this instead. It's basically the same thing, minus the Jaguar games. It's got all the basics. It's got Pong, and Pong doubles. See, those people are excited about it. Yeah, I love Pong. I'm too drunk to fuck. The text is too small, and also it's moving around too much. Ooh, and if you're a fat nerd on the go, they had the portable version. Pretty neat. Okay, let's actually play a game here. Start with the basics and pay respect to your elders. Always remember to spay and neuter your pets, and come back next week for another episode of, what the hell was that? The Price is Right. The Price is Right, that's what it was. Anyway, so yeah, you may think that Pong was the first video game ever made, and you would be wrong, because Pong is based on an even older video game that was made in a lab in the 50s called Tennis for Two. It was functionally the same as Pong, just aesthetically different, and also never released. You know, I had a professor in college who made a Pong clone once. In his coding days, he called it Gnip Gnop, which is ping pong spelled backwards. He was a very interesting guy. He made his own Pong clone, and he got to have dinner with the governor, and he got to meet the CEO of ExxonMobil. Not because of the Pong clone, but because of his work on seismographs. But still, an interesting man to get coding lessons from. So these games go up to 11 points, by the way. I don't know why they picked 11. I mean, it would make sense if it was 9, you know, like there's a computing limitation where it can only go up to single digits, but it can clearly do double digits, so why stop at 11? Do you think they could train a chimpanzee to play a game like this? Ah, damn it. Well, that's that. Anyway, it just seems like the prime candidate for one of those artsy-fartsy articles you read on the internet, and scientists taught this chimp to play video games, and he plays them better than you stupid idiot. Ha 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 ha. So, the games are divided into two sections. There's an arcade section and a 2600 section. No appearances from the Atari ST, the 5200, the 7800, or the Jaguar, as previously mentioned. But at least we've got Steeplechase. On the front of the box it said there's 6 games included, but that's a tad dishonest. They count 1 and 2 player as 2 different games, and then the 3 skill levels are considered games as well. Okay, here we go. We're gonna make the horsey jump like former presidential candidate Mitt Romney. Did you ever hear that? Well, I doubt it, but he had that weird thing where he would make his horse dance or whatever, and that was in the political news for a while. Not too often horses make the news these days. A horse walks into a bar and everybody says, "Oh my God." Okay, I almost closed the gap at the end, but not quite. I swear when I was practicing this, I actually did really well at it. First place in everything. You're in the presence of a show-winning pony. That's not the phrase. Showboating pony. Show bobs and vagine pony. No, oh my God. Anyway, we're gonna try this a second time and see if I can. I didn't even mean to do that. Okay, this one's not going any better. I swear to God, I'm the steeplechase champion. It's like that one guy who claimed to have the world record on some Atari game, and they sat him down with the machine to get him to prove it and, you know, win the record again, but he couldn't do it, and he was making all of these excuses, and He clearly never won the record to begin with, and he was either lying or cheating. And it wasn't Billy Mitchell, by the way, it was some different guy. Okay, next up we got Tempest. You might have been familiar with Tempest 2000 on the PS1, where they tried to modernize it. There's some snazzy looking art, huh? Holiday greetings. This is a Christmas episode now, I guess. And away we go. Well, that wasn't a thing. Pardon me, that was just the track screen. And away we go. The first complaint, the controls are a wee bit sensitive. You really can't go one at a time on the different sections of the wheel. This was not designed to be used with an Xbox controller. Just far too sensitive. Much like myself. Doesn't the aesthetic of this game remind you of that one episode of The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror? Good episode. My favorite part about that clip is that it doesn't even sound like Homer screaming, it just sounds like Dan Castellaneta screaming. So I think I've figured out the optimal strategy since the controls are so sensitive. I think what you gotta do is just keep rotating clockwise really fast and just hold the fire button. See, like we're doing here? That's probably not how the pros do it, but you can't argue that this is getting results, you know? It's like making a peanut butter and jelly with the same knife. And people don't really recommend doing that, but if it's your only option, I mean, why not go for it? That's nasty. Oh no, look out for those green Dreamcast logos. Oh, they went away. Well, you can always rewind the video. See, there they are. Didn't that look like the Dreamcast logo? Ba-ba-ba-boo, ba-boo-ba-ba. Well, I guess that probably wasn't gonna last too long, all things considered. We've got plenty more games to look at in this compilation. There's over 100 of them. So stay tuned as always.